Hello everyone, this is section 3.3 example 5. So Walter's Manufacturing Company needs to know how best to use the time available within its 3 manufacturing departments in the construction and packaging of 3 types of metal storage sheds. Each one must be stamped, painted, and packaged, and the table below shows the number of hours required for the processing of each type of shed. Using the information in the table, determine how many of each type of shed can be produced if the stamping department has 3,200 hours available, the painting department has 1,700 hours, and the packaging department has 1,300 hours. So since they give us the matrix already in a table form, all we have to do is augment the hours on as a 4th column. So we get 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 1, 1, 1, 2, and then 3,200, 1,700, and 1,300. So there's our augmented matrix for this example. And now we have to use the Gauss-Jordan elimination method to reduce it. So I want to get a 1 in this corner right away. So I'm going to swap row 3 and row 1. One, 2, 1,300. 1, 2, 1, 1,700. 2, 3, 4, 3,200. Now with a 1 in the first diagonal entry, I'm going to use it to make zeros in the rest of column 1. So row 2 minus row 1, replace row 2. Row 3 minus 2 row 1, replace row 3. So in this scenario, row 1 does not change. And then row 2 minus row 1. 1 minus 1. 2 minus 1. 1 minus 2. 1,700 minus 1,300. And then row 3 minus 2 row 1. So 2 minus 2 times 1. 3 minus 2 times 1. 4 minus 2 times 2. And 3,200 minus 2 times 1,300. Should be 600. Next, I want a 1 in this 2, 2 spot. But I noticed this row is already 0, 1, 0. That's a good row to have. So instead of using this, I'm going to swap row 2 and row 3 now. Because I'll still leave a 1 in the 2, 2 spot. Now with a 1 in the 2, 2 spot, after swapping row 2 and row 3, I can make zeros in the rest of column 2. So that'll be row 1 minus row 2, replace row 1. And row 3 minus row 2, replace row 3. So in this scenario, row 2 does not change. Okay, so row 1 minus row 2. 1 minus 0. 1 minus 1. 2 minus 0. 1,300 minus 600. Then row 3 minus row 2. 0 minus 0. 1 minus 1. Negative 1 minus 0. 400 minus 600 is negative 200. We're almost done. Now I'm moving on to the 3, 3 diagonal. I need to make that into a positive one. So I'm going to take negative row 3, replace row 3. So row 1 and row 2 do not change. And negative times a 0 stays 0, but negative 1 times 1 is positive 1. Negative 1 times negative 200 is positive 200. Then last but not least, we have to make this 2 a 0. So that's row 1 minus 2 row 3 replace row 1. So we get row 2 and row 3 do not change. Okay, so 1 minus 2 times 0 is 1. 0 minus 2 times 0 is 0. 2 minus 2 times 1 is 0. 700 minus 2 times 200 is 300. So now this tells me my first variable is 300, my second variable is 600, and my third variable is 200. But now let's remember what that means. Since this is keeping track of the type 1 shed, this is saying we can make 300 sheds of type 1. This column was keeping track of type 2, so we can make 600 sheds of type 2 and 200 sheds of type 3. So 300 type 1 sheds, 600 type 2 sheds, and 200 type 3 sheds. And that's how you finish example 5. Have a good one.